Good morning, Periscope, and welcome to all my confidence queens and those who are looking for some tips about how to be more confident in everything you do in your life, whether it's business, whether it's your relationships, whatever it is that you are having a little bit of struggle with in terms of confidence. So I'm Samantha, and I am the confidence coach and queen, and I am so excited about sharing day 12 of my personal Periscope challenge. It's been a fun ride so far, and I've enjoyed meeting so many of you. So I am going to flip my camera around in just a second. I gotta get oh my gosh, my tripod together here. It is not. Hey, Sissy, how are you? Okay, so I'm getting ready to flip this camera around. And good morning. How is everybody? This is Samantha. So good to see everybody here this morning. Thank you for joining me. I think that's going to be kind of straight. Let's see. All right. Hey, so how's everybody going? How has your week been? What have you accomplished? Thanks so much. I appreciate that. I appreciate it. I am loving doing this. I did this Periscope challenge because it has been too long since I joined Periscope for me to not be doing Periscope. And I know things are moving towards Facebook Live and everything, and maybe I'm a late adopter. I don't know. In some things I am, but in other things I kind of jump right in. But Periscope has been one of those things that I said I need to challenge myself in doing because I really want to do live streaming more. I want to connect with my community more and really make a difference. And so I feel like I have a message that people would enjoy, they really like to hear. And so I said, okay, I'm gonna do this challenge. It's gonna be 31 days and it's gonna be fantastic. So that's why I'm here. And so far, I've been talking about my life lessons, things that have helped me to feel successful, to be successful, and to really reach the goals that I have in mind. And so, if you don't mind, share this with some of your friends. I think they may like some of these the confidence hack I'm going to talk about today, how to maintain a high level of confidence, and especially if you are a beginner, this is going to be pretty good stuff. And I'm going to just take from my own personal experience how I'm building my confidence in live streaming, in business, and in other areas of my life. So, yesterday we talked about confidence and the importance of having it in your life and how sometimes it's challenging. Sometimes and that we have to build our muscle, our confidence muscle, in order to achieve the things that we want to achieve in our life. Um, I've said earlier that we have to define success for ourselves. We have to decide what that looks like. And then I also talked a little bit about goals, how to create your goals, how to maintain your goals, track them so that you'll feel more successful every single day. And as you work on your goals step by step, you build more confidence in going forward, and so that at the end of it you have something to celebrate. And that's a really crucial in getting what you want, reaching your goals. And so I've been celebrating, and I was it yesterday, I think I ordered me something that I've been wanting for a while, and that's an Apple Watch. And so that's how I've been celebrating my mid success for with Periscope. And that, I'm a gadget geek anyway, so that's kind of a no-brainer for me. But so tell me, what have you been doing this week to either build your confidence, to set your goals? Um, I'd love to know, what is it, or even if you're still struggling with something, what is it that you're kind of struggling with, that you need a little bit more, what areas do you need more confidence in? And we can chat about that as well. Um, or if you'd like, you could save your questions until after I talk about the confidence hack I have talked today, because for the next, I think it's going to be 7 days, I'm going to be talking about one confidence hack a day. And that's going to really help you get, increase the level and make it a habit for you. So if you like what I'm saying, be sure to tap the screen, tap, 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 and give me some hearts. And I will really know that this is resonating with you, and that you're enjoying what you're hearing, and that you are probably going to take a minute and apply it, because every day is a day, it's a nugget that I share with you that's meant to be taken for that day and used in your life. So today is my first confidence hack. And how many of you watched Seinfeld? Have you ever watched the show Seinfeld? If you have, then you may remember that episode where he was talking about, how do I get a thing that I want to do and maintain it over a period of time. So they dubbed this the taking me time in between goals and regular life. Is that something that you're struggling with? Is that something that you want to do more of? And if so, then this confidence hack that I'm going to talk about today will probably help you. So I call it, well, I don't call it this. Hold on just a second. This is the Networking Daily Helps me build confidence and add to my ideas. Absolutely fantastic, fantastic. That networking thing is pretty crucial. Now, whether you network online or if you're networking offline in person with someone, then that's really really great in building up your relationships with people, because people like to do business with people they know, like, and trust, right? So today's hack is the Seinfeld hack. That's what they call it, I think. And it's really about you taking a piece of paper, and I have a very crude version of it right here. I think you'll be able to see it. You just do your squares, and you can use a calendar, you can create an Excel spreadsheet, but you basically just take 30 squares, and you want to do this one thing for 30 days. So let's say, for instance, you want me time, and you need to get in a habit of including me time in your life. And so you make a little chart, and you put at the top, and I should have had it here, create me time. And then every day that you take some me time, you just cross it off on your grid, your 30-day grid. And so every day, and you really should kind of be in red, because it kind of stands out for you. So I'm wearing red, so we'll just kind of pretend that we have red on this sheet. So you cross it out every day that you have some me time, and that builds up your me time muscle. And in the same vein, if there's a thing that you want to be more confident about, so if you want to be confident about how do I build confidence within myself to help my future relationships? So we'll talk about that. That's a great question. So let me finish this up, and then we'll answer that question. If you don't mind, if you post that question again, like toward the end, I can answer that directly for you, and I would love to do that. So for instance, I'm doing a Periscope 31-day challenge, and so this represents all the days that I've done the challenge. So I go through and I cross out each day that I've been on Periscope, and so far I've done 12 days. So this is day 11 here, and so now that I'm on Periscope, I can go ahead and I can do day 12, cross it out. Oops. And that's my goal to accomplish for the day. So with that being said, okay, so if some people, they can use a blank piece of paper. Thanks so much. I appreciate it. I'm glad you're enjoying it so far. They can use a piece of paper, or if you want to be more practical, you can take a big desk calendar or maybe a smaller calendar, and you can use it. And you can begin to cross out your days on the calendar for each day that you accomplish the thing that you want to be more confident about. So connecting with people online or offline for your business, you can cross a day out. If you want to get new leads for your business, every day, when you contact someone, cross it out. So that's 30 people in 1 month. And then for everything that you're trying to do, cross it out. So then it becomes a habit. Some people say it takes 21 days to develop a habit. But if you just take it a little bit further and do 30 days, that's great. If you do 60 days, that's even better. If you do 90 days, that's even more fantastic. And it literally changes your brain to give you that confidence to go out and create new leads, to go out and to do live streaming every day, to go and do the thing that you really want to do to make your make that confidence the thing that you need to stick. And so that's what it's really all about. It's about making it stick for you. So that's my confidence hack for today. To create a 30-day grid, and each day that you complete it, you go ahead and you cross it out on that particular, in that box that you want. Now you can do it in red, blue, purple, whatever it is you want to do, and it'll be perfect for you. Developing confidence is a daily habit. It's all about the small steps that you take. It's about celebrating those small wins that you have, and it's about practice, doing it over and over and over again. And once you do it over and over and over again, then you find that this is pretty easy. It becomes a muscle that you build every single day, and we know when we build muscle, we get stronger. So that confidence piece for you is stronger. So someone asked, how do you build confidence in developing relationships? Well, I think it's about learning about that person that you want to be, about yourself first. That's the biggest thing. The more you know about yourself, the better you become. We have the thing that there's this, they call it a Johari window. There's the thing that you know about yourself. There's a thing that you and everybody else knows. There's a thing that only you know. There's a thing that other people see but you don't see. And then there's a hidden part of yourself that you don't see and a lot of people don't see, but it ends up coming out and it could cause a lot of trouble in your life. So that's called the Johari window. And so that blank space, that blind spot in your life, you want to kind of start exploring and figuring out, well, what's that fatal flaw I may have, and how can this impact my relationships in the future? Because relationships is all about being other focused, but it's about being aware of who you are, your tendencies, and then as you know more about yourself, you become more confident because you've learned to love and accept yourself as well. And you can walk confidently in life because you say, well, I'm Samantha, or I'm Jim, I'm Mary, I'm Bob, I'm Sally, I'm Sue, and I know who I am. I'm confident in who I am. And then when you're approaching other people, if you're a man, if you're being approached and you're a woman, you're able to set boundaries in your life that are healthy so that you don't lose yourself in the relationship. You don't become what do they call it? Enmeshed in codependent relationships, and then it becomes volatile, then it becomes unhealthy, and you end up being opening yourself up to abusive situations. So that's my quick and dirty answer for you. Now, I do some coaching for relationships, and so if you'd like to learn more about that, definitely go to samanthagregory.com, and I can share more with you in that regard. Are there any other questions about developing your confidence? Did I answer the questions that you had? One was about me time and getting me time, and I answered about using confidence, the confidence hack, the 31-day basically challenge, or the Seinfeld challenge, and that is whenever you give yourself some time, cross it out on your grid or your calendar. And you can kind of chart out every day, make a list of maybe 20 or 30 things that you want to do for yourself that will give you more me time. Or it could simply be every day I'm going to give myself 5 minutes. I don't like going live unless it stops me. Trust me, I know. If you look at some of my past Periscopes, you'll know that I don't look good in all of them. Today is like maybe the first or second day that I've actually put on a little makeup and put on some earrings and kind of look really pretty good. So I had to push through that. I mean, really, I had to push through it because it's all about being real. Thank you so much. It's all about being real, coming as you are, giving yourself that space and grace to just put yourself out there, because it's really more about them, the people that you're talking with, than it is about you. Now, yes, you want to look, you don't look too messy. So throw on a hat, put on some earrings and some lip gloss, and you'll be good to go, right? It is not, I'm finding that it gets easier and easier as the day goes by. I think for me, the biggest thing was what am I going to talk about? You know, what's the topic? But then I have a series that I'm doing now all about confidence, and yes, it's a part of my life lessons, which was the overarching theme of the things that I'm talking about this month, and I think that really helps me. And just talking about really one topic for that day. A lot of people, they'll talk about a lot of different things, but when you speak from your heart, people feel it. They know it, and it's easier to relate to people because you are speaking from your heart and you're giving them what they need. And it may just be one person. I was struggling at first about, well, it's only going to be one person on my scope. Well, it's going to only be 2 people on the scope. And, you know, that's okay. People come and go. But depending on the time, and I picked my time specifically because I didn't want that pressure of there's so many people watching, I'm gonna get nervous. So I wanted to build up my confidence muscle at a time where maybe not a lot of people are on, but I'm gonna do it anyway. And I can use my scopes later on for a series that I share with my mailing list, for putting on YouTube or what have you. And more people will see it. They'll be able to chime in. Well, they can comment later on the video. But everything that I've done in these last 12 days it's been a buildup of my confidence muscle in live streaming, and it's given me the opportunity to connect with people that I wouldn't have connected with otherwise. There's a lot of noise in the marketplace. There's a lot of noise in social media, and so we have to create our own little niche, our own little space where we want to. And the other reason why I'm doing this is because I feel that video for me works well. I've been on YouTube for maybe 5 or 6 years, and it's a really good thing. And it also helps your speaking skills. It helps you communicate with the audience better, find out what people want. So there's just a lot of benefits, and it'll help you launch into television if that's what you want to do, because a television producer can find you and they can say, well, she's great. Or if you want to do more speaking engagements, it's really great. They can see your style. They can see how well you do on stage, even though this is a live Periscope stage. So there's some really great opportunities out there for when you're using a platform of live streaming. And even though there's a lot of people doing it, even though it seems like the whole world is doing it, it's just a very tiny percentage of people that are actually live streaming, and the rest of the world are consuming, they're watching, and that's okay. But you set yourself apart. You elevate yourself in your niche and your business, and it just gets better and better. So I hope that helps someone who are thinking about live streaming. I hope that it helps give you a little bit more inspiration, encouragement, whatever it is that you need. So I'm going to stop that little ramble and I'm going to sign off. But first, let me tell you who I am. I'm Samantha Gregory. I'm an author, I'm a speaker, I'm a coach and mentor. And I'm naturally an introvert. So I don't get my energy from a lot of people. I get my energy from being alone. But pushing past my comfort zone and getting into my confidence zone is the reason why I'm doing this 31-day challenge. I grew up feeling neglected, rejected, and unworthy of success and love in my life. Overachievement was my badge of honor, and what I lacked in looks, I made up in the books, right? But I made unfortunate financial and choices in finances and love. So by the age of 35, I was bankrupt, twice divorced, sick, and fighting for my way out of abusive relationships. And I ended up in my brother's spare bedroom for about 3 months, I think, with all my possessions in the back of my car. And I spent my time contemplating my life and finding God and creating a comeback plan. I was on top, but I hit rock bottom and I was afraid and I was ready to die basically. But a shift came in my thinking because I knew I had two people that I had to really think about and I had to live for and thrive for. So I discovered how to move from my discomfort zone into my confidence zone. So I went from broke and heartbroken to doubling my income and dating a really great guy. And so I believe that you can do the same thing and have similar success, but it's just outside of your comfort zone. And so I would love to set up a strategy session with you to help you get from that comfort zone to your confidence zone and figure out what's your game plan. How are you going to go from where you are, maybe mediocre living, to living a magnificent life, and help you understand just how powerful you are and that that choice is truly yours if you really want to do it. And so if you'd like to do a free strategy session, connect with me, Samantha at samanthagregory.com, and I'd be happy to set up one for you. It's about 45 minutes, and we'll go over like a creative blueprint for what you want to do for your life. And then after that, we'll decide if working together further is what you want to do. So you can go to samanthagregory.com, or you can just email me, Samantha at samanthagregory.com, and we can chit chat about where you want to go with your life and how you want to move into the confidence zone, become a confident queen, and blow everything out of the water, right? So I really appreciate you being here. Share the scope with anyone that you love, who you think will benefit from it. And absolutely, for those who miss the entire thing, watch the replay and follow me so that you can get notifications from when I'm on the next time. So I wish you well. Have an amazing day and take care.